Okay, welcome to this demonstration where the purpose is to show a few different banner background suppression sensors and how they do with different colors and finishes that normally are not good targets. I'm approximately maybe just under 24 inches from my sensor setup to my white target, which is the one up there on the top. I've adjusted each of these sensors, whether it be mechanically or with an adjustment, so that I'm not sensing that white background. Just as an example, if I bring this in, there both of those sensors are coming on. This metal sensor's got more of a 300 millimeter range, so it's even a little tighter or shorter range. But if I back this up to the very back of that white box, so there I'm off with the white. But you can see if I bring that white target in much, it's going to come on. I'm going to do some different blue targets. That's what a customer is asking me about. So from further than 12 inches away, I need to look at one of these two sensors. The main difference is this one is a fixed range at either 600, 400, or 200 millimeters. This particular one is 600. The question is, how far can I see blue targets and ignore my white background? This one is an adjustable sensor, so you can adjust it up to 600 millimeters white target or 400 millimeters black target. Again, we want to see how we do with the blues versus a white background. The advantage to an adjustable is you can put your sensor where you want it and just adjust it accordingly. The advantage to the fixed one is once you get it mechanically where you like it, nobody can mess with it. A lot of customers like that. So here I've got a royal blue Office Depot box top. You can see that both of these sensors are doing very well. Taking this all the way out until I'm almost touching that bottom box. So, I might have 8 inches of separation from that white background to the Office Depot box, and both of these sensors are doing really well. Here's a little darker blue. This has a shiny finish. In fact, you can probably see the lights a little better on there. As I take it out, getting very good results. Oh, that one starts to blink. And it's really just because of an angle change. And that's because of this glossy overlay that's on there. In fact, if I start taking it at angles, it'll turn off. Bring it back in, they turn on, and that's because of the shiny finish. And if I get out too far, our fixed one's doing a little better than the adjustable one. But if I'm perpendicular, this one's going to do great. If I get a little bit of an angle with that finish at a long distance, doesn't do as well. Now I've got another blue folder that's got more of a flatter finish. Angles don't seem to matter as much. In fact, we'll kind of walk this out at different angles. It's a little darker, so we might not expect it to work quite as well. The blinking there means I'm seeing the target. It's just a little, I'm not seeing it very well. I've barely got enough light for my threshold. I am out almost touching the bottom box, so I got about 5 inches between that top white box there, and I am sensing it. If I bring it in a little bit, I get a much more stable signal. Both these sensors are doing pretty well. How about a black fabric target? This is not a very good target for a photo eye. If I move it here, both of those see it pretty well. About halfway it's seeing it, but if I get much beyond this, my adjustable field sensor's already stopped, and I'm still a pretty good ways from it. And now if I bring it into my fixed field, it's now stopped. Which, what is that, about 10 to 12 inches or so. So black, obviously not as good of a target. Historically, these little glossy finishes on a black target aren't very good. If I'm perpendicular, you see that adjustable one kind of bouncing out of there. If I stay perpendicular, I might get a little better than that bag because I do have some gloss on it. But if my angle changes much at all, then it's going to turn off and on. So black targets are the toughest. This one was interesting. Shiny mouse. You'll see that this one here, lots of angles. If I get off angle at all, it really doesn't like that target. This fixed field sensor does a much better job at that. Next video, we will do the laser